What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 252 on my journey to 1800 ELO. So, if you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And I guess without further ado, let's get into today's game. Here we go. Dropping right into the 1510 pool. Let's see who we're going to play today. So, yesterday we had kind of a tough loss. It was a well-played game by my opponent. Today we are playing with the white pieces against a 12-23 from Spain, and it looks like we are getting a London system. So, try not to mouse slip today. I mouse slipped a few times yesterday. We're going to play knight f3. Sometimes they bring a knight over to here to chase away my bishop. In this circumstance, I'm not too worried about such things. So e3 is the move here. Yeah, he goes right for it. So I could do this and induce this move and then back my bishop up, which is fine for me. I could also let him take here, but I don't think that's necessarily what we want to do. So I'm going to do this to back up and induce this move. So not real worried about that. It opens up my rook. Yeah, kind of a corny way to play, but I guess that's what he wanted to do. So I don't have my dark squared bishop anymore, but we should be okay. My light squared bishop should be kind of the king anyways. So I want to just develop, and we'll probably, I could castle kingside still, but we might castle queenside in this game. I'm not sure. So I don't think that bishop to b4 is a good move. I think it's a bad move. So it looks like he might want to push this here. I'm not too worried about anything like that. I'm going to develop my knight to d2, probably put my bishop on d3. And yeah, I mean, if he castles kingside, I think we'll definitely castle queenside then. So looks like he wants to fianchetto his bishop. I mean, sure. I'm gonna put my bishop on d3. Push, takes, and we're attacking the dark squared bishop in that line. I could also just drop my bishop back. To c2. I could also just take, and then he has a knight on the edge of the board. So if I push c4, he takes, I take, and I'm threatening the dark squared bishop. Opens up the center a little bit. I could drop my bishop back if I want to. Or I could take and just allow this. I could also just take this. I don't think that's a great move, though. I think I'm going to drop my bishop back. Probably not the best move. I think pushing c4 might have been a better way to go about this, but I like the pressure that I have here right now. And I can't castle kingside anymore. And I also can't move my queen to e2. But maybe we could... It's probably not the right way to play, because this is now a pretty strong bishop, and I didn't have to allow that. So if I take here, he takes, I can recapture. I'm going to do it. And maybe move my queen here. So we're up a pawn. So I imagine that he wants to move this pawn now. Am I missing something? Because here, I'm gonna play queen to c2. Opponent castles. Fair. So if I move here, what's going to happen? This is a weak pawn. I think I should probably castle. It's probably a decent idea. I'm also looking at things like that, but maybe we'll just castle first, and a move like queen a4 looks kind of spicy. I guess he could just move his So knight here to come here looks like a fork. If he takes this, I could take the queen. This also makes a direct threat, but then he could just take this. So I could also do something like this. I don't really want to move my rook over here because then he's kind of pinned. So I'm going to make like kind of a funny move like rook to h. So he gives me the fork. I'm going to attack the queen and the rook. We'll take the queen with check. So now we're up material, and we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. Probably just continuing to develop is a decent way to go about things. It looks like he might want to get a rook here, but I'm going to bring my knight here to kind of stop it. And I'm down to trade pieces. My opponent's been playing this game really fast. So I want to make sure that my king is safe as well. So maybe a move like king b1. So that was cool. He missed the fork. He should have just moved his queen, and then I would have won the rook. And sure, I would have won an exchange, but I don't think that would have been so bad. So, what does he got? He's got 2 bishops for a, a queen, basically. I'm gonna move my queen to a4 to try and make some threats. He can move the king here. Okay, so he attacks my rook. I can attack him with a move like rook d2. I don't really want to play rook d2 because then he has rook in check. So I'm going to play rook e1 to attack the bishop. And I'm fine with that. Alright, so the spirit of trading, we're still doing okay. I could bring the queen in here, which is probably what I'll do. I am threatening a check or to win the pawn. I have lots of time, so we can really take our time here and think about what we want to play. So if I take the pawn with my queen on e6, I'm pinning the knight. I'm also potentially attacking another pawn. If I play queen to a8, the king has to move. No, the king can't move, so he would have to block with the knight on b8. So if I play queen a8, he literally can't move his king anywhere, so he'd have to block with the knight. That doesn't give me too much, so I'm going to just start eating pawns. I'm going to pin the knight. I'm threatening the bishop. Okay, so he found a way to kind of annoy me, but I like queen here, check. I need to be careful. I don't want to lose my queen. I have lots of time. So this check looks like something. He blocks. We'll come in with check, and if I have to, I can move my queen out of bounds or out of here. Can also bring my queen back in. Really just causing chaos. I'll give another check and eat this pawn. I can win yet another pawn. So we want to make sure we don't get forked. We want to make sure, like, I'm up all the pawns in the world now, so we can just push pawns and win the game. If he moves his rook, I take the knight. If he moves his knight, I take the bishop. If he moves his bishop, I guess, if he moves his bishop here, I could take the knight. All right. I'm going to start pushing these pawns. Hopefully I don't accidentally get my queen trapped. So I have this move too. Quite a few moves. This move, queen here. Queen here is fine. So here, here, or here. Where would I like to go? I like the queen here because it keeps eyes on everything. I can drop my queen out of danger if I have to. He can't move the knight, or I'll take the bishop. Alright, so he made a mistake finally. We can take the rook. I said made a mistake finally. He's made a lot of mistakes, but alright. GG, my friend. Let's say good game to my friend. Alright, let's look at it. Let's look at it. We played a pretty good game there, guys. Played a pretty good game. 32 moves of sheer dominance from your boy. So 81.9% accuracy. I did have a blunder, and I had a miss, and I had a mistake. So 0 inaccuracies. Pretty interesting. So it looks like some of our mistakes were in the beginning. So this is a move that I hate playing against in the London, but it always happens. And while we're at it, we just play like this. It's better for me. I don't like it. It always annoys me. It's super stupid. I hate it so much, but this ends up being good for us. So the idea here is just to stay solid, and we can still castle kingside. Nothing wrong with it, but if we don't want to, this is just an open file for us, and it ends up being really strong. Bishop b4 is a terrible move. The computer says it's okay, but I think it's just a straight up garbage move. So anyone that plays that should know a little better. If your idea is just that I'm going to castle queenside now, and this is like messing up my pawn structure, I think that's a terrible way to think about it. So we're just up. We're better 1-1 right now. Developing this knight, however, was not the ideal move. It actually was like, hey, go for it, just bust open the center. I don't like this move because he can just, again, play that move. I don't think it's what I would do in a game. So I brought my bishop to d3. He plays this, and I just missed the opportunity, not understanding that this check wins the knight when he recaptures. So I knew that dropping my bishop back was not the right move because it just messed me up so bad. My queen can't go here, which is where I wanted it to go anyways. I don't know. So here I was thinking really hard on a move like c4 to trade things open, but really just I should have really just looked at the board and seen that I'm about to be up a piece. So that was our big mistake. This allowed me to win a pawn on the edge of the board, but it's not really the best move. And this would have been a cool move because you can't take or you lose the rook. I like that move. It doesn't really check the king or do anything, though. So this ended up being pretty strong. I'm still better here. I brought my queen up, which is not the best move. It actually was better to pin the knight and attack this. So I like that. Because I knew he wanted to castle here. So if he just castles, he loses the bishop. And he did castle, which is like All right. I made a mistake of castling myself. I should have brought the bishop back here and just try to trade it off and get my queen over here. It would have been nice to have my queen in there because then the king literally would be trapped. He would have to be here and he just can't move. So that would have been cool. The reason I didn't want to play a move like that was I mean, right now it doesn't work, but I just didn't know if maybe he opens this up and the knight come in here just kind of, I don't know, kicks my queen away for sure, but I guess my queen has squares to go to. This was straight up a blunder. So bringing the bishop back was necessary. I didn't want him to like get in here and start attacking, but I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that he can't actually bring the rook to any of these squares. So mostly I was looking at a h2. I was worried about that one, but this is straight up a blunder because he can just let's see. Yeah, we lose 2 pieces for the rook in that scenario if he had actually played that. But I think the way that we did it was fine. Because he pushed the wrong pawn and this just blundered everything. That was not the best move. I figured you had to move your queen. And then we take, he takes, and I think you're fine there. But I guess he just didn't see that I attack the queen. So he does get, what is it, 2 pieces for, yeah, he gets, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he gets 2 pieces for the queen. Yeah, he gets 2 bishops for the queen, which is not bad, but we're up a lot of material here. This wasn't the best move. It actually was to not even worry about it and get the queen in here, which ended up being our plan anyways, but I figured if he wants to trade, I'm fine with it. So we found the best moves here. Kind of threw him just started eating everything in his position. He found a cool move here trying to attack my queen, but I decided I had a few moves, and this ended up being the move that I wanted to play. Queen e6. It just keeps the queen just being obnoxious. You can't move any of your pieces. That was his final mistake because it was a fork and I win the rook. So we played a really good game, guys. We played like a 1500 and he played like an 1150. I do see that this is a blunder now. Like I get that. I would just have lost 2 pieces for a rook. I would have won a rook, but it would have been for 2 pieces, and that's not better for me. Usually it's not. At this ELO, I still don't think it is. So. And then also we missed a huge opportunity here, which would have just won us a piece. So a couple things to think about for our future games. And I also see, yeah, I mean, that was just such a bad move. It was +5 here. Takes, check, and then we win the... Yeah, that would have been sweet. We didn't see that, but we'll keep an eye out for it next game. We are at an all-time peak of 1239, so that's pretty cool. Slowly, man, slowly getting up there. I feel like I win a game, I lose a game, I win a game, I lose a game, but ultimately we're winning more games than we're losing, which is good. So, yeah, we're just keeping the dream alive. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm going to... yeah, probably study some of my new openings, and hopefully we can keep this train a moving. So, yep, catch you guys tomorrow. See you then.